In this short video, I'm going to explain what a conversion is in Google Ads. So long story short, a conversion is a action you want visitors to your website or landing page to take after they click on one of your Google Ads. Of course, if you're just talking about conversions in general as they apply to something like Google Analytics, it might not just be about Google advertising, but a Google Ads conversion is really about the action that someone takes on your site after they click on one of your Google Ads, whether it's a search ad or a display ad or a YouTube ad or whatever the case may be. So what I've done to give you an example is I've loaded up my own business website here, samfrost.co.nz. You can go and check it out. That's for the consulting work I do in New Zealand. And let's say I was running Google Ads for someone searching for a digital marketing consultant. They clicked on an ad and they landed on my page here. What would a conversion be? An example of a conversion? It might be something like getting somebody to actually fill out the form. So this book your call now button just drags you down here to this short form. And if someone goes and fills out this form and hits submit and that submission is successful, in my mind, that would be a conversion. So what I would do is I would configure a conversion for that specific action, filling out the book a free call form. And then that conversion could track against my Google Ads performance. So campaigns, specific ad groups, keywords, ad copy, conversion tracking applies in multiple levels within Google Ads, depending on how you've structured your campaign and structured your overall account. Now, when it comes to tracking conversions, you can do it a few different ways. You can set them up within Google Ads and use the Google Ads tag, or a lot of people will prefer to create conversions in Google Analytics and then import them back into Google Ads. I'll talk about the pros and cons of the two different approaches in a future video, but suffice it for now to say that a conversion is a commercially valuable outcome. There's all sorts of different conversion actions that people could take depending on exactly what it is your business is and how your website is structured. So if I load up a e-commerce site, for example, and I'll load up 98, which is just like a popular sort of tech-focused e-commerce site in New Zealand, let's say that I searched for Steam Deck, for example, the new console that you can buy, and I clicked on Mighty Ape's ad for Steam Deck. An example of a e-commerce conversion in Google Ads would be someone adding that product here to the cart and completing the transaction or making any other kind of purchase. So that would be another type of conversion tracking. If you looked at, say, like a software as a service product, so go to HubSpot, for example, and load up their website, a conversion might be something like getting a free trial or a demo of a product signed up. So, actually going through and completing the sign-up process. So conversions can be really whatever you want them to be in Google Ads. That's the key thing to bear in mind. You need to decide what are the commercially valuable outcomes you want people to take after they click on your Google Ads. Filling in contact or quote request or request callback forms, clicking on your click to call phone numbers or email addresses on your site, like if you've got in your contact area, some kind of phone number that someone can click. So if I go and check out my own site again, for example, there's phone numbers and email addresses down the bottom of the site, so somebody could click on this or click on the phone number. Those would be conversions. E-commerce transactions, obviously, for e-commerce sites, you need to decide. Then you need to look at how to set up the conversion tracking. Now, in terms of why conversion tracking is beneficial for your website, there's a few reasons why. Conversion tracking is good to have in Google Ads because it gives you an understanding of how your campaigns are performing. So you will learn, for example, if I know that a lead that fills out that contact form on my site is worth $500 to my business and it's costing me $250 per conversion on average per lead, then I'm basically doubling my money on my Google Ads advertising. So understanding conversion value and volume relative to your ad performance is very, very critical. If you're doing e-commerce, for example, if we go and use that Mighty Ape example again, they're going to want to know, hey, we're spending, $1,000 a week on our Steam Deck campaign. Is it turning into more than $1,000 worth of profit in terms of tracked sales? That's where conversion tracking is really helpful. The other aspect to it is that conversion tracking allows you to feed conversion data into Google's algorithm-driven bidding. Basically helps Google to optimize the delivery of your ads to people who are more likely to convert, to people who are more likely to become customers or convert into leads, and then off the back of that, you can generate more sales and revenue and profit for your business. Without conversion data, it's harder for Google to optimize the delivery of your advertising to the people who are more likely to convert. They're basically trying to read for data signals and points and kind of analyze what sort of people making searches or clicking on ads are going to turn into leads or turn into sales, and then how do we get this advertiser more of those. And so feeding in the conversion data is really helpful for that. So long story short, conversion in Google Ads is any activity that you want someone to take when they hit your site after clicking on your Google ad, whether it's filling out a contact form or a request a callback form or completing an e-commerce transaction. You can decide. Then once you have decided, you need to look at how to go and set that up, whether you do it through Google Ads or via Google Analytics, and import it back into your Google Ads account. Depending on how your site's structured and so on, the setup process is going to differ quite substantially. So do some research around that, or you can always leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I'll do my best to give you some pointers. Once you've done that, you can then actually track your campaign performance against your conversion objectives and use that data as well to help Google better optimize the delivery of your ads. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've got any questions, please do leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you. Please like this video if it was helpful, and subscribe for more free Google Ads advice.